Hey there, guys. So this was the raw footage from the other day. Get a few questions like, how do I incorporate the stones into programming? For the most part, all my programming is done around powerlifting, and this is more of like a deload season at the moment. So the only lift I'm trying to really hold stable is my bench press. I'm trying to hold it at 4 sets of 8 at 180 kilos while I'm leaning out. Currently down to 105.8 in the morning. When it comes to stones, it just depends on how I feel on the day. Typically, like warm-up wise, I'll do 2 sets of pull-ups and then I'll play around with a lighter stone first for a set of 3 to 5, and then I get stuck into the heavier stones. If you're squatting heavy or deadlifting heavy, you're going to find the heavier stones are just going to be a lot more difficult because your mid and lower back will be, really quite spent. And it takes quite a lot of lower back strength and mid back strength to, one, break the stone off the ground, but hold it in a position where you can regroup well enough to make the lift successful. If you burn out too much energy playing around with the stone, trying to get your grip on point, it becomes a real pain. The day before I did this, I did heavy tire flips in the rain. It was just really wet underfoot. So I went into this session really quite spent. And then, only doing doubles with a heavy stone, you wouldn't think it would take too much out of you. But I then went to the gym later that evening, so I had coach a group of people. And I was just doing, my high rep front squats just for conditioning, and I was spent. I found the session so much more difficult because my legs were already pre-taxed, my mid-back, core to a vast extent. It was really quite fatigued. So when it comes to like programming them in, powerlifting is the main one, and then I'll put this as a accessory exercise, but one of the main staples. So if I bench heavy on the Monday, it means Tuesday and Wednesday I can play around with stones or tires. Then Thursday is like my light bench day, and then it means Friday I can play around with stones again, and then I'll squat Friday evening light. I also do squats again on Tuesday as well, but at the moment, as I said, it's just high rep stuff, just 20 reps, 3 sets of 20, and that's just to build the conditioning for later on. And at the end of the day, like, if you build enough strength endurance through your lower back, you're always going to find it's more your hands and forearms that give out. In a way, it's sort of like a safety mechanism, I guess, because if you can't hold on to the stone, you're not really going to be able to lift it. And I found, unlike deadlifts I can really load up, and I can tax my lower back really heavily, but compared to a stone, I don't get the same amount of DOMs through the lower back. So that's just my take on it, guys. Hit like and subscribe, and have a great day wherever you are.